Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the show. This is your host, Marlon, and we are back at it again with another edition here. And I think this is episode 503. Thank you guys so much. So 503 episode of the show. Thank y'all for the support. If you're brand new to the channel, please do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell. I appreciate everyone that watches our show, and we've been doing very well on the show so far. So I really do appreciate you guys. Hello to everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. Oh boy, another day in the gaming world. And man, Xbox has been in the news heavy. And I will say, as an Xbox fan myself, there is little to no point in buying an Xbox right now. Like, there's no point in buying one. And after that interview yesterday, I mean, I've watched the interview myself, and throughout the whole thing, I just feel like it's just this defeated mindset. And the core of Xbox is obviously the consoles, right? And, you know, cloud and mobile and everything else that's built around it. But I feel like Xbox fans were wanting some type of closure. And I felt like they did not get that. They did not get the closure that they were looking for. Instead, it's this defeated mindset. Like, it's just, oh, I'm defeated. You know, like I mean, there's no way we could be the, what do you say? The green guys, but the blue version of the green guys. Or I mean the blue, what did he say? I forgot what he said, but it's almost as if like they will never be Sony. And nobody is asking you to be freaking Sony. Right? Nobody is asking you to be Sony. All we're asking for you to do is to deliver great games. Right? Deliver great games in order to drive people to your console. And this brings me back to my point, right? Of why are you in the console space? You know, and at this point, as an Xbox owner, it's kind of like, okay, well, we're still in the dark, right? We are still in the freaking dark, because when he said that building great games will not turn things around for Xbox, I'm like, what? Like, that statement right there is just, that lets you know everything right there. And I see some people yesterday, and this is one of the main reasons why I don't do Twitter, because Twitter is just a joke, right? So people sitting here defending Phil Spencer on everything he said. And, oh, you're taking this out of context, and oh, you this, and oh, you that. I mean, it's cut and dry. There's nothing out of context. It's just cut and dry. Building great games, right, does not increase Xbox market share. It does not increase people to buy their consoles or anything like that. And it will not turn things around. There's nothing to take out of context about that. That is literally cut and dry. And I'm just like, well, that's what drives people to your brand, is building great games. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, somebody, because at the heart and soul of Nintendo, at the heart and soul of PlayStation, is building great games. And this mindset of, oh yeah, we're gonna build games in the 60s that's gonna get reviewed in the 60s, and we're gonna build games that's gonna review in the 80s. Well, Phil, you want to build games that are going to reach the 80s, because a lot of people, in case you don't know this, which you should know this, I mean, you've been in the console business for what, over 20 years, so you should know this. A lot of people are opposed to buying games that are reviewing in the 80s as opposed to buying games that are reviewed in the 60s. It's a proven fact. Nobody's going to sit there and look at a game that gets a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10 and be like, yeah, I'm going to spend $70 on this game. It's not happening. It's not happening. Right? Like, it's just like a bulk of the market. It's just not going to happen. All right? People are not going to attract to a lower review score. So what you want to do as a brand is aim higher. And I don't see that for Xbox. I don't see them aiming higher. Oh, we're not in the market or in the business to out console Nintendo or out console Sony. That's a defeated mindset. Like, it doesn't matter. And you are waving the white flag of saying like, hey, you know what? We're defeated. Like, we are complacent. We are okay with third place. And we are not going to try to aim higher. And when the question was asked about Xbox, you know, like, what are you going to do for the console gamer? Like, the response that he gave was just like very bland. You know what I mean? Like, then he started going, because obviously the interviewer asked him, well, listen, I understand the PC side of things, PC Game Pass and things of that nature is getting a lot of shine, right? And then it's like, hold on with the super chat just a second. And I don't want to lose my train of thought. I'll get to it in just a second. And then he was like, yeah. Then he transitioned over to the console side, and then he was like, yeah, you know, we're gonna keep on trying, but I think at our core is to let players play on any screen, right? Anywhere, anytime. Like, it's just kind of like, once again, why buy an Xbox? You know, like why buy a freaking Xbox? Why buy an Xbox? It's almost as if like the PC Game Pass side of things are shining, right? Obviously, because there's more subscribers on PC for Game Pass, right? And he said, yeah, we see that the PC side of things are shining. So what about Xbox? What about the console? And he was just like, yeah, you know, we want everybody that basically, you know, is in our ecosystem to feel like a first-class citizen or whatever the case may be. Like, you're doing a terrible job of making people with Xboxes feel like a first-class citizen. Like, that is not the case, right? And this whole notion of playing anywhere, anytime, on any screen, doesn't matter what screen it is. How is that working out right now? Because you need to build great games. You need to build great games. You need to build great games. In order for that you are building, play anywhere, anytime, on any screen, to really flourish and to really make sense, right? Because, yeah, you don't want to be the green guys that are doing what the blue guys are doing, or the blue version of the green guys. That's what he said. The blue version. We don't want to be the blue version of the green guys. Nobody's asking you to do that. Be yourself. That's all we're asked. That's all we've been asking you to do. We don't want you to be Sony. Sony is Sony. There's only one Sony. We're not asking you to do that. We're asking you, Phil, to do better. That's all we're asking you. That's all we're asking of you, is to do better. Give us a reason to buy an Xbox. Give us a reason to be excited about Xbox. That's all we are asking of you. That's it. That is freaking it. All I get is a bunch of damage control. That's all I get. Thank you so much, Whiskey Warlock, for the $2. Says toilet flush for Phil Spencer. Like, bro, it's so freaking sad. Like, this whole defeated mindset. It's a defeated mindset. Like, you watch that interview and you cannot tell me after watching that interview that, yeah, I'm so happy with my purchase. I'm so happy with my Series X. Like, I'm just going to rush out now and buy a Series X. And what's the lesson? Okay, Phil, what's the lesson that you have learned from releasing a game like Redfall in the state that it's in right now? Oh yeah. Well, we need to engage better with our studios midway through production. Well, that should be automatic. We need to improve. That should be automatic, Phil. You see what I'm saying? He said when we acquire studios, we need to do a better job with engagement. You should have did that from the very beginning. This is the reason why you do not deserve the ABK deal. Because spending money does not fix all your problem. You're just pouring money on your problems, and that's not working. That's not working. This defeated mindset will always keep Xbox at the bottom. So you as a gamer picking up an Xbox controller right now, knowing that you can play anywhere, anytime, any place, okay, that's fine. But building great games does not increase the console market share for Xbox, and it sure as hell will not allow the Xbox gamer to feel wanted on your ecosystem. So building great games is very important. Building great games should be at the core. Okay, everybody is with their commentary saying this and saying that. You should want to listen to those people like myself. And it's like the whole time I see Paris, he's just sitting there, and Paris just had a look on his face like you don't need somebody to really come out and say it. Like you could see the look on Paris' face like, what are you talking about? Listen, they're better than me, because if it was me doing that interview, like I wouldn't even go down into the fluff stuff, all the fluffy stuff. I'll get right down to the core of it. Like, what are we going to be doing moving forward for Xbox gamers? Right? Because the Xbox gamers are the ones that are suffering right now. There is nothing on Series X, nothing that's built from the ground up for Series X that is taking advantage of the console, right? Or the Series console as a whole. Like, there is numbers are down 30%, right? So what are you guys going to be doing moving forward to increase that number, to put you guys in the green on the gaming side of things and on the revenue side of things, subscription side of things? Like, because obviously Game Pass is your bread and butter, right? And if Game Pass is your bread and butter, then you need to build great. You see, I'm just using that same statement, and I'm building everything around it. You need to build great games in order to entice the gamer to sign up for Game Pass and not just to buy an Xbox. Am I making sense? You need to build great games. Great games should be at the core of Xbox. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I making sense to anybody in this stream today? You should want to build great games, because great games gives you great results. Great games allows people to see that, wait a minute, Xbox is starting to wake up, because that's all we've been saying. So you're telling me you want to keep making games like Redfall. You want to keep making games that's going to score like Redfall. So you're looking at that's the mentality I don't like with Phil Spencer and the Xbox brand. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the only one. It's always me, just the only one here. Because as an Xbox fan, as a gamer, I'm very disappointed. I really am. There's nothing from that interview. Yeah, he did say some things that actually make sense, but the bulk of it is just like defeated mindset. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand, man. Like, do you guys want to keep taking L's? You want to keep making games like Redfall? that's going to score in the 60s because that's a buggy, glitchy mess. That's what you want to keep building that. We're going to build games that are going to be in the 60s, and we're going to build games that are going to be in the 80s because that's what attracts people to buy your friggin' games. The majority buy games off of review scores. So you want to aim high. Aim high or go back to the drawing board. Aim high or get out of the console share market. I can't believe he actually said that. Like, people don't understand that. That is, what are we in this for? We're in this for games. We're in this to play great games and great experiences. And that is something that Sony has built. It's like, I don't get it, but people are happy. I see people on Twitter. People are happy about this stuff. You know what I mean? And that's fine if you're happy with this. You know, and I guess Sony is just going to keep doing what they do best and walk all over Xbox. And Xbox is just going to be garbage. And that's fine for some people because some people just don't care. They're willing to defend Xbox to the end. And that is so freaking sad. No constructive criticism whatsoever. That's okay. Because building great games don't mean anything. Building great games is garbage, right? You don't need great games, right? You need mediocre games. You need more games like Redfall. Because here's the thing. He have already said it. Right? So now you can consume it in your soul that more and more games are going to start being like Redfall moving forward. They're going to start building. What if, okay, let me ask you this, because this bleeds over into the next thing that we're going to talk about. There is no world where Starfield is going to be a 11 out of 10 and make people sell their PS5s. You doggone right. You doggone right. You're right about that. Nobody's going to be selling their PS5s for Starfield. That's not the point, Phil. The point of the matter is, you want the PlayStation 5 owners to look at Starfield and say, I want to get an Xbox. I'm not necessarily going to sell my PS5, but I want an Xbox now because this game intrigues me. This game looks good enough for me to buy an Xbox. Nobody in their right mind is going to sell their PS5. Nobody is going to do that. Nobody is going to sell their PS5 for Starfield. It's not going to happen. You're right. Even if it's an 11 out of 10 game, you are right, Phil. You're right. Because there's no perfect world where that you're right. You're correct. You get a check mark for me on that. That's never going to happen. But you want that PlayStation, like you say, the blue guys, right? You want the blue guys to sit there and say, or the blue gamers, you want the blue gamers, the boys in blue, to say, yeah, I'm going to get an Xbox for Starfield, or I'm going to build a PC for Starfield. That's what you want. That's what building great games is all about, Phil. That's what building great games and having a core, strong structure of managing your studios correctly, that's what it's going to equate to. That's just common sense. That's fundamental 101. You want to build great games to entice the PlayStation gamer to say, yeah, I'm going to buy an Xbox. But with this white flag defeated mindset and how you're talking like, okay, we're so comfortable in third place. We're so comfortable with not building great games. Like, building great games is not going to be our main focus here, because you said it like that. That's just not true, right? You said in your own words, we're building great games does not equate to higher Xbox market share, or even people going out to buy consoles. No. That doesn't make sense to you, right? It doesn't make sense. It's not true. You said it's not true. Building great games is not going to turn things around for Xbox. Okay. Let me ask you this. How you think the PS5 is in the position that it's in? You don't think Sony had to turn things around with the PS4 after the PS3? One of the biggest issues with the PS3 was the games, right? We didn't really have a whole lot of games that for some reason made people want to spend $600 on the machine, right? Until towards the end of the life cycle, the games start picking up. Like there was a lot of droughts during the PS3 era, and Sony wasn't really happy because they were taking an L on the profits of the console, and there were also not enough games to kind of warrant, you know what I mean, the capabilities of the PS3. Not only that, developers was having a tough time with the cell processor. Sony knew that they had to turn things around with PS4, right? They had to have a whole different mindset with the PS4. And Phil, I'll get to that donation in just a second. Phil, you said it best that you guys lost the Xbox One PS4 generation, right? And that was tough for you guys. Okay, so you're telling me we're in a whole new generation and you still have the same mindset? You still have the same defeated mindset. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is ever going to change. Like it's the same Xbox, just different consoles. That's all it is. It's the same Xbox. Nothing is changing. And people are supporting this. People are okay with this. I don't freaking understand. I've never seen nothing so shallow-minded, mediocre, not striving for excellence, not pushing forward. Like all the money they have, and for some reason they don't care. They just don't freaking care. That is a defeated mindset. Maybe it's just me. I can't. Maybe it's just me. RRJ411 with the $10 says his comments made me so upset. Just quit if you feel like that. It's as if he don't care. Exactly. So why spend my money? I got a mortgage and 2 kids. I don't have money to waste. Facts. Listen, man. I need you guys to listen to me very carefully here because people are going to always damage control for Xbox, and that's fine. I don't care. As an Xbox fan myself, I'm very disappointed. I really am. And people can say, go on a charade and do whatever they want to do. But just like R&R just said, what about that gamer that is so heavily invested in Xbox since day one? You're doing a piss poor job of making them feel wanted and making them feel like they should still invest into the actual Xbox ecosystem. Like you don't freaking care, right? What about that gamer that has a mortgage and 2 kids or 3 kids or 4 kids? You know what I mean? Or whatever somebody's situation is. You don't care about those gamers. You don't care about your core fans. You don't. All you're caring about is this ABKD. And it's almost as if like during the whole situation, like during the whole interview, when he started talking about the ABK deal and everything, it's almost as if like all of this whole entire interview, like it's just like a plea deal to the CMA. Like the CMA, oh my God, we're so defeated. Feel sorry for us. Give us the ABK deal. That's the defeated mindset that went into this. You know what I mean? Like it's almost as if like, feel sorry for us, CMA. Please revoke your decision. Like, please. I'm begging. We're begging. You know what I mean? We're so defeated. You know, the blue guys, is greater than us. Nintendo is greater than us. And we're in third place. Like, please, CMA, please, 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 please. Come on. Please reconsider. Please reconsider. It's almost as if like this is just a PR stunt. But you don't do that. Not when your fan base is on the line. You just don't freaking do that. I see a lot of people saying, oh, I'm going to sell my Xbox. Don't know if they're telling the truth or not. Thank you so much, Larry K, for the $1. This is a problem. This is a problem. It's like, when are we going to turn things around? Like, give Sony some competition. Like, Sony is having it too easy right now. That is a problem. I don't want Sony to be comfortable. Sony is way too comfortable right now. Can we get back the ruthless and the mean and the mean green machine that we had in the 360 era, in the 360 generation? Sony is way too comfortable right now. What happens when somebody is way too comfortable? They get lazy. Is that what we want? Because that's sure as heck what's going to happen. If Microsoft doesn't get it together, if Phil don't get his mind together, that's what's going to happen. If you keep building games in the 60s, that's exactly what's going to happen, because I sure as heck know that Sony and Jim Ryan does not want to build games in the 60s. Are you crazy in your brains? And hold on, leads me to my next point. You're right. You're not going to be able to out-console Nintendo and Sony with that type of mindset. You're not. You're never going to win the console race in terms of sales, in terms of building great games with that type of mentality, with that type of defeated mentality. You are not. So you're correct. You will never out-console Nintendo. You will never do that. Nintendo has been building the same games since day one. All right. Nintendo haven't changed. The same Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, the same stuff. Obviously, they have some more little stuff now, but it's the same core games. And the quality is just always there because they've been building great games since day one. And that is what's sustaining them all the way up until now. Building great games is very, very important. You should know this, Phil. You've been around. You've been a part of this business for years. That's just common sense. You don't come out and say things like that, because all that's going to let somebody knows that is brand new to the Xbox ecosystem or wants to get into it, whatever the case may be, is to say, no, sir, I'm not interested. And this puts a lot of pressure on Starfield, because with that type of mindset, who knows? Starfield might score in the 60s. Marlon, why are you saying that? Because Phil said it. He didn't say specifically that Starfield is going to be in the 60s, but they want to continue, or they're going to be making games that are going to score in the 60s. So who knows? What if Starfield falls in that criteria of what you said? That's why you got to be careful what you say in life, because it will manifest, right? So with that type of mindset, let's piggyback off of that. What if Starfield, the biggest game for Xbox in the past, 10 years, possibly? What if Starfield scores in the 60s? Then what? So you're telling me you're okay with that? One of the biggest games of the year for Xbox. A lot of Xbox fans are excited and happy about this. So you're telling me you're okay with that? You're telling me you're okay with your biggest franchises, right? Scoring in the 60s, or any game for that matter from Xbox in the 60s. You're telling me you're okay with that? No, sir. No. Because here's the thing, buddy. If Starfield scores in the 60s, that's a massive problem. That's considered a massive L. That's going to make people say, you know what? I'm done with Xbox. And you know what? That's okay for Phil. Marlon, why are you saying that? I'll tell you why I'm saying that. That's okay for Phil because that's not their main goal. Their main goal is to get gamers to play on any screen, anywhere, anytime, right? on any screen, right? And the cloud and mobile. So they don't care where you play. Hello? Anybody hearing me here? Knock, 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 knock. I'm knocking on y'all doors today. You see where I'm going with this? They don't care. Microsoft does not care. They don't. Phil does not care where you play. Because that is the mantra of their marketing. That's at the heart and soul of their marketing. They don't care. So if Starfield fails, it's okay. It's okay. We'll do better next time. We'll try to see if we can make another game that's going to score in the 80s. They don't care, guys. They don't freaking care. That's one of the main reasons why they wanted the ABK deal. Open your eyes, man. A lot of you guys come here every single day. I'm not into the console fanboy bullcrap. I'm here to give you guys the truth from my heart. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But tell me if I'm wrong. Like, Microsoft does not care where you play. So therefore, they don't care about the qualities of their games. They don't care about building great games. They don't. Because at the end of the day, they know that, man, we got so much stuff to fall back on. We got the cloud we can lean on. We got mobile we can lean on. We got Game Pass we can lean on. We got any devices we can lean on. You see how much stuff I just said that they can lean on? They don't freaking care. They don't. And I need you guys to wake up. People who are subscribed to this channel. I train you guys to stand up, right? And make a difference and let your voice be heard. Doesn't matter how bad it looks or what everybody else is saying, because this is affecting our industry. How is this going to propel the industry forward? Like, how is this going to make our industry better? Somebody please tell me that. With that type of shallow mindset, defeated mindset, all the money that Microsoft got, and it cannot save them from making great games or building great games. And they're doing a piss poor job in managing their studios. You heard what he said, right? We need to start engaging more with our studios. Whenever we acquire studios, we need to start doing that. Right? So what you guys thought was going to happen with this ABK deal and Call of Duty? And it's almost as if like every acquisition turns to garbage. Every studio turns to garbage. I just don't freaking get it. I don't understand how some people are celebrating, popping champagne and just acting like everything Phil said was just crackers and cheese. It's not. It's not. Piper, thank you for the $2, says they don't care. It's not the Sony way. Nah, I'm just playing. He says they do care. It's not the Sony way. Oh, they do care? You think they do care? Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Joseph with the $10 says the first games on their Game Pass day and date were Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, and Crackdown, all under 70 Metacritic. You can't tell me they don't think it's free. Oh, God. You can't tell me that. Man, listen to me, bro. They don't care, bro. You can't tell me nothing, right? They don't care. You're right. They put out unfinished products. You can't tell me, okay, so Piper is saying they do care and it's not the Sony way. It does not have to be the Sony way. It does not have to be the Sony way. That's I don't understand with some of you guys. Phil said it himself. We're not trying to be the green guys in blue. We're not trying to be the blue guys. So it's clearly not the Sony way. So I don't know why you donate $2 to say that they do care. It's not the Sony way. Nobody cares about Sony. This has nothing to do with Sony. Phil said that they're not trying to be the blue guys. They're not trying to be the green guys going blue. They're not. So this has nothing to do with Sony. He clearly said, we're not trying to do what the blue guys are doing. So why you donate $2 to tell me that they do care when clearly they freaking don't? You're telling me, based on everything that Phil Spencer said, that they really care about Xbox gamers? Some of y'all are crushing me, bro. Some of y'all are really crushing me. Y'all are crushing me. This is a joke. Goes back to what I've been saying. Xbox is a joke. It's a joke, bro. Like, it's just, why buy an Xbox? You don't care. You don't freaking care. You don't. Phil Spencer does not care. And it's evident. And you guys are still in denial. Phil Spencer is living rent-free. Rent-free. His attitude, his mindset for Xbox fans. He's living rent-free in some of y'all heads, and that's okay. When are we going to wake up and realize this? Like, y'all in the smoke screen effect. Like, oh, no. Yeah, he does care. Right? He does. It's not the Sony way. Of course. Well, technically it ain't, because they're nothing like Sony. They're nothing like Sony. Sony's mantra is building great games so that they can sell consoles. Microsoft is like, nope, we not building great games. Great games, that's not in our DNA. It's not true. You heard what he said. It's not true. Building great games does not turn things around for Xbox. And y'all are okay with that? That has nothing to do with Sony. That's just fundamental one-on-one business. Like, that's like if you go to the grocery store, or you go to any store for that matter, right? Don't you want great products? Good products? Right? Don't you want good products? If the store is selling you bad products, or the products is not even that good, 99.9% of people are going to go where the good products are. The products that's going to last long. Nobody wants problems on their hands. Nobody want no buggy, glitchy, cheap freaking product. That's not going to be sustainable. You're just wasting your money. You see what I'm saying? You want good products, right? That's why a lot of companies are in business right now, because people, for instance, with Toyota, why you think Toyota is in business right now? There's a lot of companies that build cars and trucks and stuff like that is probably not selling more like Toyota, because Toyota focuses on quality. Like, their cars are just better than Ford and Dodge and Chrysler and all this type of stuff, right? So Ford and Dodge and Chrysler don't sell as many vehicles as much as Toyota does, right? Because they have that the higher quality stuff. The higher quality stuff is what people want. People don't want to sit there and buy a vehicle that's not going to last as long. If you're going to spend money, at least my mindset on it, if I'm going to spend XYZ amount of money, right? I want the best. I want something that's going to last me a long time. I don't want to buy something, put myself in debt for the next 7 years and buy garbage, and buy something that's only going to last me after 100,000 miles, all type of stuff start happening. Or before I even get to 100,000 miles, everything start falling apart. No, I want something that is trouble-free as much as possible, right? And Microsoft right now they're literally the Dodge and Fords of gaming. Like, they're Chrysler of gaming. Like, they don't freaking care. Like, they want to make things look pretty for you. Notice all the Dodge and Chrysler cars, they look so good. The Hellcats, they look so good. You know what I mean? They look so sexy and they look so good, right? But it's like, when you get with them, when you buy one of them, it's like they don't last that long. They don't remotely last long as the Japanese cars. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Why would you want to sit there and buy something because it looks good? You want reliability. Has Microsoft been reliable? No, they haven't been reliable. They have not been reliable. I don't know. I don't know what else I don't know what else to say to you guys. I don't know what else to say to you guys. I don't know. Because it's like, you guys, you said, but I'm right. Yeah. I don't, you know what? I don't even want to be right. I'm just trying to make sense out of this. Let me hear what Piper is saying, because I just don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, guys. I really don't. It says, I believe Xbox have great games to show. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's rock with that. You believe that Xbox has great games to show. Okay, that's cool. Now, only time will tell. Only time will tell. We will see come June 11th if they have great games to show. Right? Because, again, goes back to the statement. Building great games will not turn things around for Xbox. So the head of Xbox is saying that. He is the head of Xbox. He is the head of the gaming division. He is saying building great games that will not turn things around. So that's not going to be a main focus. Yeah, there's probably going to be some great games here and there, but it's not going to be the main focus. You heard what the man said. You heard what the man said. Building great games will not turn things. It's not true. Do I need to play the interview for you guys? Building great games will not turn things around for Xbox. It will not increase Xbox market share. It will not increase it. So therefore, we just gonna make what we're gonna make. We're gonna keep making the Starfields of the world. We're gonna keep making the Halos of the world that's gonna score in the 80s. And look at Halo. Halo even scored in the 80s, and Halo ain't even Halo. Halo is a shell of itself. Halo is a shadow of itself. Halo ain't even Halo, and it scored in the 80s. You see what I'm saying? So, brings me back to my old school point. Review scores doesn't really define a great game. Look at Deathloop. Right? Deathloop was getting 10 out of 10. Was it 10 out of 10 to me? Was it 10 out of 10 to a lot of you guys? No. It's a decent game, right? It's not a terrible game. It's actually a decent game. I gave it an 8 out of 10. If I remember correctly, I gave it a good, decent score. It was not a terrible game, but it was not 10 out of 10. Deathloop was not a 10 out of 10 game for me and for a lot of you guys, right? So review scores doesn't mean, this game is phenomenal. It's great. It's perfect. It's a great game. You know, it could be a decent game. It could be good, but not great. And I think that's where Xbox is. And that's what Phil is trying to say is like, don't expect us to be Sony. Don't expect us to ever be Sony. Am I making sense? I mean, make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream, subscribe to the channel if I'm making sense. Okay? Phil is basically saying we will never be Sony. We're not trying to be Sony. We're us. We're Xbox. We're Microsoft, right? We're going to build games that's going to be in the 60s, and we're going to build games that's going to be in the 80s. And that's okay for us. It is so sad. It is so freaking sad. And it's like some of us, it just tears my core up. It's like, it upsets me, dog. Like it boils me up as an Xbox fan. Like I feel deserted. I feel lonely as an Xbox fan. Like it's just kind of like, okay, we know the Hellblades of the world is coming. We know Starfield is coming. We know, but there's no hype. There's no excitement. You know what I mean? It's just like after that interview, it's just kind of like, okay, we will see. We will see. Right? We will see. I just don't get it, man. It burns my heart. It is so freaking sad. It is so freaking sad and pathetic. It really is. All right, let me get to these super chats. Piper, thank you for the $5. Says, because people will not abandon their library games. Well, listen. People will not abandon their library of games. Listen. People are not going to abandon their library of games. You remember what Phil said, right? There is nowhere where people are just going to sit there and go into the store and buy a console, right? Whichever console they're going to buy, right? PS5, Series X, whatever. That particular game is already invested into the libraries of games, right? Whether it's digital or physical, right? For that particular brand, right? Same thing with Xbox. It's like if you go and sell your, listen, let me hold on. Let me stick a point. We're getting some super chats in. Thank y'all. Keep the super chats coming. They help out our show. Thank you, Vital Drip, for the $10. Says, I honestly think he said it wrong, bro. To be honest, because what company will sacrifice everything they built to say some bull? Obviously. Yeah, for sure. Like that, unless he's trying to be fired. Shaking my head. Exactly. Michael Jason, thank you for the $2. Says, Piper, bruh, stop wasting money. Thank you so much for the $5. Snipes TV says June 11th will be the most important day for Xbox future, period. If they don't deliver, they are done. I pray they do deliver because we need it. Facts. You've been replaced. Thank you for the $1. Now, let's get back on course. So Phil said, yeah. When it comes to the ecosystem, right, of digital games and things of that nature, which he stressed on, they lost that generation between PlayStation and Xbox, the Xbox One, PS4 generation, right? So you doggone right. Your library of games ain't going nowhere, right? Because here's the thing. If you sell your PS5 and you have digital games, their digital games are going to be there forever. As long as your account is there, your PlayStation account is there, it's going to be there forever. It's not going nowhere. Same thing with Xbox, but it's different with Xbox though. Because here's the thing. If you sell your Xbox and say, I'm done with Xbox, right? But then you bring your happy-go-lucky self and go to PC, you're still supporting the mentality. You're still supporting Xbox. So you got to be done altogether. You got to wash your hands altogether. Listen, if you're done with something, you need to be done. 100% done. You can't just sit there and sell your Xbox and then turn around and go to PC. That's doing the same thing. It's literally doing this because you're still supporting, you're still in the Xbox ecosystem. They still got you hooked. That's the difference between Sony and Microsoft, is that Sony is expanding in the cloud area, and they're also expanding when it comes to PC as well. But the majority of their games are day and date on their console, right? So if you sell your PS5, you're going to miss out on Spider-Man 2. You're going to miss out on all these games day one, right? So you have to buy a PS5 to play the games day and date, right? With Xbox, it don't matter. Microsoft doesn't care. Like, you sell your Series X, they don't care because they know if they drop a decent game, if they drop a good game, guess who is going to run back? Like a dog with a tail behind their back. The gamer that sits there and be like, oh, well, yeah, I'm coming back. And you might not come back as buying Xbox. You might come back as, oh, I'm just going to play on PC. They still got you. So you can't run away from Xbox. If you're done, you're done altogether. You're done altogether. Period. Now, let's get to these super chats. Kratos99 with the $10 says, let me tell you something, Marlon. Phil is right that can't beat Sony because Microsoft said it last year. They suck at making games. They also said Sony games are better. It's just the truth. Yeah, well, they did that. They did say that during the ABK deal. Larry K, thank you for the $1. I'm Rich. Thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. Says, remember when you said 3 or 4 years ago, Microsoft will still be like, welcome back as long as you are in the ecosystem. Thank you so much for bringing back that up. Yeah, I did say that. And guys, everything that I've been saying from 3-4 years ago, not even 3-4 years ago, from 5-10 years ago, everything I've been saying since day one about Xbox is happening now. It's happening. You see what I'm saying? It's happening right in front of you. I'm so glad you've been a fan from 3-4 years ago to remember what I said. Doesn't matter where you run. If you sell your Xbox, right? It's not over for Xbox, right? It's not over, over for Xbox, but not over for Microsoft. If you sell your Xbox, you're not doing them no favors. They don't care because they know as soon as they drop a game that's in the 80s or 90s, you're coming back. You don't necessarily have to buy an Xbox. You could just go sign up on your phone. You could power up that TV back here, your S95B, and you are locked into the Xbox ecosystem right there and then. That's how Microsoft gets you. So it doesn't matter. They're winning across the board. That's the difference between them and Sony. Sony is on the tried and true, buy a console to play our games, right? Buy our console to play our first party games day and date, right? Microsoft is like, nope, we don't care what device you buy, as long as Game Pass, as long as our ecosystem is on that device, we don't care. What is that? What is so hard in that for us not to understand? It's like we still don't get it. They don't freaking care where you play. It goes with their new slogan, play anywhere, anytime, on any device, as long as Game Pass is supported there, they don't freaking care. Now, let's move on to the next topic, right? Because what does this say to the gamer that is like a hardcore fan, right? Wait for a sale. Hardcore fan meaning the gamer that really want to see the potential out of the Series X. Wait for a sale. Wait for a sale. Marlon, what you mean by that? Well, wait for E3. Wait for E3. Wait. Microsoft has to prove themselves to the hardcore fans now, because nothing in that interview screams, oh my God, I need to go buy a Series X. Right? Because that interview is just like, okay, the casuals are going to continue to be the casuals. It is what it is. We don't care. Right? So for the hardcore person that bought an Xbox Series X for $500, wait for a sale. Wait for a freaking sale. Hey, let's put a rain check on it. Because we don't know. We don't know if we're ever going to see games that's going to fully utilize the Series X. We don't know that. That might never happen. Because Microsoft is not that type of publisher that really fully utilize their box. They don't. Look at the One X. They didn't fully utilize that box. Now we got the Series X halfway through the generation, and we still don't have full utilization of the box. So what does that say to somebody that wants to buy a console, the console gamer that's out there that's saying, you know what, man, I want to get a Series X. But what is there to really fully utilize the Series X next generation wise? Definitely sure as heck ain't Redfall. And Redfall is supposed to be the first AAA game, right? And instead, all we're getting is more broken promises, right? All we're getting is more broken promises. That's all we're getting. Nothing new under the sun. Same old Phil Spencer just delivering broken wait. What did Phil Spencer said when Redfall and Starfield was delayed? Oh yeah, we're deeply sorry for the delay, but just give us some time. We want to focus on, making sure that this game or games have the best quality possible when we release them. Isn't that what he said? In short of what he said, when Redfall and Starfield was delayed, he mentioned quality, right? And if you look at Redfall, is that quality? That's why I said you can't trust anything that these execs, these heads of companies say. You can't trust anything they say. You got to put your words to action. I got to see your action. I don't want to hear this no more. I don't want to see this no more. I'm a need for you to make your actions speak louder than your words. Because right now, Phil's words is not matching his action. Like you said, when they delayed Starfield and Redfall, oh yeah, we're going to focus on quality. We're going to make sure that these games are quality when they come out. Well, one of them is already out and it's trash. It's garbage. Quality is not even there. So I can't trust anything that you say. Broken promises. Literally broken promises. Right? Am I right? Am I wrong? I can't. I can't. I simply cannot. You know what I'm saying? Piper with the $2 says, I have both, so I don't feel what you're saying. Oh. Here's the thing. Doesn't matter if you have both, right? Because here's the thing. I have both, right? I have Switch, I have Xbox, I have PS5. So I do care. That is like so shallow-minded. What? So you just want to waste money? Like, so you should care. You should care. That's wasting money. You know how many people have thousands of dollars invested into Microsoft and don't want to sell their Xbox? Just hanging on to see what Microsoft is going to be doing on June 11th. And you're telling me that you don't care because you have both? That makes no sense. That's like me saying, oh yeah, I have an Xbox and I have a PlayStation console. Oh yeah, Xbox is outdoing PlayStation, right? And then Sony is over here dropping the ball. Oh, I don't care because I have both. What? Ugh. I can't. That type of mentality, is why Microsoft will continue to get away with what they get away with. They're going to keep getting away with it. You know why? Because it's okay. I got both. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I got both. It should matter. You should care. That makes zero sense, right? That makes zero sense. You got both. Oh, I don't care. Okay. Well, sell your Xbox then, right? Because it's clearly just going to be sitting there gathering dust. Man, I just, like I said, I guess building great games don't matter. I guess, yeah, you're right. You know, there's no world where Starfield is going to get 11 out of 10 and people are going to start selling their PS5s. That's not going to happen. But the reality is you need to entice that gamer to say, that's on the blue side, to say, I want to get me an Xbox to play Starfield, right? And building great games is a very important DNA. And that's not in their DNA right now. And he said that we're not in the position right now to go toe to toe with Sony and Nintendo. So what does that tell you? Nah, I tell you what. You know what? Y'all want to hear it from the horse's mouth. So let's do y'all a favor. Let's do all of us in here a favor. Y'all want to hear it from the horse's mouth. That's what y'all want. Y'all want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button as well for me. Y'all want to hear it from the horse's mouth, right? Isn't that what y'all want? Y'all want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Y'all love Redfall. Y'all want more Redfalls, right? Y'all want more and more Redfalls. Y'all want Redfall to keep happening, and y'all want more Xbox games to score in the 60s. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's completely okay. So y'all want to hear it from the horse's mouth. So let's hear it from the horse's mouth. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do these rapid fires right quick. Yeah, enough for me. Let's hear what Phil has to say. All right. Full credit goes to Kind of Funny. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Kind of Funny. Greg Miller and the team. They did an awesome job with the setup and everything like that. But let's enough of me. Let's hear it.
A clear message this summer with Starfield with 30 and 60 frames. That's a big lesson learned, as you brought up. Should we expect that answer? It's clear as day?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great one. Another one, you see a lot of conversation, of course. I want to praise you and the team for really elevating the PC side of this Xbox ecosystem. I think we've seen a lot of great strides in that. But when you see the community talk about the console side of things, do you think you've lost the focus or maybe put too much onto the PC side? Do you think that the console is still getting the console love that it deserves, whether it be the homepage update, achievements, of course, looking forward and using the power of this next gen? Do you think you guys have lost that focus, or is it still there, and can we see more love on that side?
Well, we'll definitely continue to focus on making our console experience as great as it can be. I like the homepage refresh and some stuff. I will say, this might be disruptive as well. We have a different vision. You know, Paris talked about this. It's play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. We want Xbox to be something that people who buy our console can feel like they're a member of. Obviously, who are playing on PC, who are playing on cloud, that they feel like they're full members of our ecosystem. Game Pass players can play on many different devices, and we remain fully committed to that. We're not in the business of out-consoling Sony or out-consoling Nintendo. There isn't really a great solution or win for us. And I know that will upset a ton of people, but it's just the truth of the matter is that when you're third place in the console marketplace and the top two players are as strong as they are and have, in certain cases, very, very discrete focus on doing deals and other things that will that kind of make being Xbox hard for us as a team. That's on us, not on anybody else. Our vision is that everybody who's on console has to feel like they have a great experience and they're a first-class citizen. They've invested a ton in our platform. But we are not in a position, and I see it out there. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift in some dramatic way. We lost the worst generation to lose in the Xbox One generation, where everybody built their digital library of games. So when you go and you're building on Xbox, we want our Xbox community to feel awesome. But this idea that if we just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of most people. Like 90% of the people every year who walk into a retailer to buy a console are already a member of one of the three ecosystems, and their digital library is there. This is the first generation where the big games that they're playing were games that were available last gen. When you think about Fortnite and Roblox and Minecraft, like the continuity from generation to generation is so strong. I see a lot of pundits out there that kind of want to go back to the time where we all had cartridges and discs and every new generation was a clean slate and you could switch the whole console share. That's just not the world that we are in today.
What's up, Luis?
There's no world where Starfield's an 11 out of 10 and people start selling their PS5s. That's not going to happen. So what we have to do, and we have this unique vision because we see what creators want to do. Creators want to build games that can meet players on any screen. People play with their friends regardless of what other screen they're on. And the console is the core of the Xbox brand. There's no doubt. So like we will stay focused on making sure that console experience is awesome. But I know some people want to hold us up of just being a better green version of what the blue guys do. And I'm just going to say, like, there's not a win for Xbox in staying in the wake of somebody else. We have to go off and do our own thing. with Game Pass, with the stuff we do with xCloud, and the way we build our games. Sorry, I was a little long-winded.
No, that was perfect. And unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to you, Phil. I know that we have a hard out here, but I want to end it with something positive, Phil, because I've gotten cranky, Phil, this whole episode. And I freaking love you, and I appreciate you being on and being hard with us. But I do need something positive out of you, Phil. So before you leave, tell me and the Xbox community something positive that you're looking forward to, that you're playing, anything fun to bring a smile to your face.
Dude,
I can't.
I'm an optimist. Like, I will always see, I'll use this for you, the gap between the trees. I'll always see the fresh POW. Like, this is why I'm here. I love the games that are ahead of us. I'm having a great time playing the games that are available in Game Pass today. I look in Ravenlock coming, Benedict's here. I just love playing video games. One of the things I am excited about is the ROG Ally, something I've got my hands on, if people have had a chance to play with that. And I just love the fact that here's another device that people are going to get to go experience great games on, whether it's your Steam Deck or that or your Xbox. I see the growth in video games. I get to spend time with creators who are excited about the opportunity that they have. I get to go play some amazing games, some of those in Game Pass, some of those not. And I just think the gaming space has never been more diversely creative than it is right now, and it's a privilege to be a part of it.
I love hearing that. Paris, end us with this episode. What do you got to say? And let's get out of here.
Yeah, just a quick statement as we get out of here. First and foremost, Phil, thank you for doing this. This is clearly not the conversation we thought we were going to have when we scheduled this, but we do appreciate your candor and just being 100% honest about the current state of what's going on with Xbox. I am hopeful in the future we can have more conversations about what ID at Xbox is doing in their initiatives, Game Camp New Orleans, things like that are more positive and enabling more creators, because that's what I really wanted to talk about in this episode. But as we go into June, I am looking forward to the showcase. I am looking forward to the reveals that are coming. And I still think the future is bright for Xbox and Xbox Game Studios and what you'll have to present. This is a bump in the road, but I still think the future is going to be bright. So again, thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks, Paris.
All right. Well, on behalf of my two gaming dads, thank you, Phil Spencer, for joining.
Okay, guys. Okay. All right. So what did you guys get out of what he said right there? Towards the end, not towards the end, but for the past, I would say probably like 4 minutes of him talking. Like, what does that sing home to you guys about? Like how does that make you feel? Just hearing him say, obviously, like I said, I appreciate his honesty about the state of Xbox, but it's just kind of like making us feel like, I don't know. Once again, we're still in the dark. Like, it's just like all these games that are currently in development right now. It's like, will we get to see those games at the showcase? Like that would have been my thing from Paris. I don't know if he was nervous or whatever, but like, how are these games going so far? Like, how is Perfect Dark and how is Fable? And I mean, how are those games? And then the fact that he said, we need to do a better job in terms of improvement, right? Improving Xbox and making sure that we're engaging more with the studios, midway through production or early through production, whatever the case may be, right? That's what I want to ask you guys. Like, me per se, that's what I would, if I was Paris, that would have been my last question. I felt like he was kind of nervous or scared or didn't want to ask, but what's up with these? What games are we going to see? I know they don't want to spoil it or whatever, but what's going on with those games? Because that's what people want to see. People want to see Fable. People want to see State of Decay 3. People want to see Avowed and Perfect Dark. And what's going on with those games? Right? I don't know, man. Once again, it's like people are scared and people want to, most of these Xbox, like higher Xbox channels, I see them calling Phil out, but I also feel like they're just trying to preserve their relationship with Xbox. Like, they don't want to call out Xbox, you know what I mean? Or call out Phil or whatever. They're so scared. It's like, who cares about free stuff? Put your foot down, right? Because it's not just for the embetterment of you. It's for the embetterment of everybody in the gaming industry. Like, seriously, like, Why is it that we have to always wait till June to see what's next? Like, why can't the question be pinpointed like, hey, can we get more of those Xbox mini showcases, like more developer showcases throughout the year more often? Like, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyways, and thank you for the $5. Says, I love Game Pass. I play everything. As dad, I've played 4 great games on Game Pass this year. I have a Switch and a PS5 I just played. Thank you. Now, maybe it's just me, right? Maybe guys, maybe it's just me, right? Because it's like, okay, what's going on with these games? What's going on with these newer games that are in development? Like, what's up with that? Can we get more and more of those developer showcases throughout the year to keep the Xbox console gamer enticed and feel like they're really a part, like you said, first-class citizen? Like, make them feel wanted. Make them feel like, man, my money that I spent on this console was not in vain. Like, I'm maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Because I'm just like, well, what's up with these games? Are we gonna? Oh, no. I tell you what you're gonna do is we might see Hellblade 2. We're probably gonna see more Forza. We're gonna see Stalker 2. Right? And what else? Forza. Did I say Forza? Like, so Forza, Stalker 2, maybe Hellblade 2, right? Maybe, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see Fable. I don't think we're going to see Perfect Dark. I don't think we're going to see Everwild. I don't think we're going to see Indiana Jones. I don't think we're going to see any of that. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest with you guys. And your message got retracted. Thank you for the $2 though. Like, I just don't know. I just don't freaking know. That's the hole in the wall. Like, it says Phil talked about the games in the showcase and Starfield at 60 FPS. Go back and watch the video. Now, let me just say this. Okay. Let me say this, because you're talking about Starfield. So you said that Phil said we'll get updates on all those games, man. Okay. All right. Okay, so he said that we're going to get updates on Perfect Dark, Fable, State of Decay 3, all this stuff, right? Okay, now, Starfield needs to be greater than 60 FPS, right? Starfield needs to be greater than 60 FPS because, yeah, we all were saying, yeah, man, before Redfall even came out, we were like 60 FPS, right? Right? We need that 60 FPS. But then when we see the game, 60 FPS can't even save the game. 60 FPS can't even save the game. Right? We're seeing these bland freaking character models looking like a deer in the headlight, have no facial expression, right? Like, so Starfield, I don't know. Is 60 FPS going to save Starfield? No. Yeah, 60 FPS is a fundamental thing. It's going to need 60 FPS, yes, because that's a standard that we have to continue to uphold for next generation games, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Right? Starfield is going to need more than 60 FPS. It ain't just about the frames. It's about the gameplay. It's about the actual story. It's about the characters. Like, it's everything about that makes a game great, right? Like, there's a lot of different facets to it. So it's not just about, I don't want to hear about 60 FPS being confirmed or he's saying yes to 60 FPS. That means nothing to the grand core of everything. Yes, 60 FPS should be the standard. Yes. Like they said in the very beginning, 60 should be the standard. Yes. But how is the game? How is the gameplay? How is the graphics? How is the characters? How is the world? Is it next gen? Is it enough to warrant somebody to sign up for Game Pass or buy a Xbox Series console? That's the main focus, right? It's gonna be $70. We got to look past Game Pass. right? We have to look past Game Pass. Starfield is going to be $70, period. So we need to treat it as a $70 game and not just as a free game. We got to get out of that mindset because Microsoft has trained our minds into thinking that, yeah, we need to accept bullcrap. We need to accept mediocre experiences because it's free. It's in Game Pass. We got to get out of that mindset and start holding Xbox and Phil Spencer accountable when the quality of the games are trash. That's the problem with the Xbox fan base. That's it right there, is that they think because it's in Game Pass, it's okay. It's free. I can't. I can't. I don't understand. I don't. Maybe it's just me. It says Phil name dropped Starfield, Hellblade 2, and Forza Motorsport. Phil also said with 60 FPS on Starfield, they will provide updates this summer. Yeah, exactly. So we don't know. It's not confirmed yet, right? And I said, well, the only game I forgot to mention was Starfield because that's going to have its own separate showcase. But you're talking about Hellblade 2, which I did mention, right? But I'm saying like Fable and all those other games, Fable, Perfect Dark, Indiana Jones, like Avowed. Those are the games that people want to really see. That's what I'm talking about. I don't get it, man. I just don't freaking get it. Like, I just don't freaking get it. And it's sad to say this, man, but if Sony quality of their games start dropping, don't be surprised. Don't be freaking surprised because Microsoft, they're not gonna push Sony. They're not gonna compete with Sony. They're not. It's like who is you competing with at this point? Like, who are you competing with? You're not in the business to outdo the blue guys. He said it himself. You're not in the business to outdo the blue guys. You are not in the business to out-console the blue guys or the red guys. You're not, right? So who are you competing with? Oh, let me guess. Google and Amazon and all those guys in the cloud and, you know what I mean, GeForce Now. I mean, those are the guys you're competing with. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I don't know. We keep believing everything. Like, it's just like, how many times do we have to wait till June? Wait till this time. Wait to see good games, great games, to blow us all away. I'm being serious with you guys. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Sony's quality start dropping soon and very soon. Because why should Sony even make quality games? If building great games is not it, it's not the main focus, it's not going to turn things around for Xbox, then why should Sony keep on building great games and high quality and spending all this money and resources and pushing themselves for no reason? Because there's no competition. When there's no competition, you have your guard down. Because it's too easy, right? Why sit there and box with your opponent when your opponent ain't throwing the right jabs? So you just put your guard down. He's like, oh, okay. You're not even trying at this point. You're not trying. So don't be surprised. It seems like that's what you guys want. GNK says Microsoft will not make too much noise, but they have franchises that compete and beat Sony's version, such as Forza and Gran Turismo. Forza versus Gran Turismo. Oh my God. We tired of that. We tired of that. PlayStation fans been saying that. We tired of the same games over and over again. We want something different from Sony. We want something different from Mike. Ain't you guys tired of Gran Turismo and tired of Forza? Ain't you guys tired of Forza carrying the generation? Because literally Forza Horizon 5 literally carried Microsoft. It did so freaking well. I mean, a bunch of people signed up for Game Pass. A bunch of people bought Xboxes because of Forza Horizon 5, not Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite didn't even have the same impact like Horizon 5 did. And we're talking about the same old games over and over again. Most of Microsoft franchises are dead. Like, they haven't even brought back. You know what I mean? Like it conquer and let me just waste of time talking. Ugh. I just don't freaking understand, man. Like, I mean, it's up to you. I would look at gameplay if you want to and check it out. But it's just, I don't know. With that type of mindset, bro, we've been doing the same thing for the past 10 years. Microsoft have not changed, not one bit. They've been doing the same thing, right? Taking L's. They lost the Xbox One generation. Oh, yeah, let's take more L's. It's okay. Let's take more L's. I don't know, man. I just don't know what else to say about Xbox. I really hope they get it together. And I really hope that June 11th comes and they can blow us all away. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. If y'all are happy with the state of Xbox, be my guest. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because all we are thinking about, you see what I'm saying? All we are thinking about is Game Pass. Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. And we're not holding Microsoft accountable enough to want them to push. I mean, evidently they don't want to push. Evidently it's just, hey, you know what? We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. You know what I mean? We're going to do our thing. Like he said, we're going to just do our thing. Like we're not going to really push. You know what I'm saying? Like our games are going to turn out how they're going to turn out. We don't care. Look at Redfall. Look, and he's like, I really appreciate him for taking the blame for Redfall. Like I appreciate him for that. Appreciate the honesty and the transparency. But at the same time, that's supposed to be your job. Period. You're supposed to want to manage these games, right? From the very beginning. Like people are tired. People are tired of the same games. People are tired of hearing the same broken promises over and over again, right? You apologized last year. I don't know if you guys realize that. He apologized last year, right? And then he comes back into this year apologizing again. Wow. Are you guys realize? Wow. Are you guys real? Wow. Like you come back into a whole new year apologizing. Like we tired of we tired of the apology. We tired of that. Like it's time for results. Where are the results? When are we going to see the results as Xbox fans? Am I making sense? When are we going to see results? We're tired of the excuses. We're tired of waiting. When are we going to see the results? When is Xbox going to shine? When is Xbox going to give Sony some competition and Nintendo some competition? When Xbox is going to stop being like dead last, like dead weight, like just like we're okay with being in third place. Like, when is that going to change? When is that narrative going to change? Nah, there's no video. Is there a video? I don't even remember. I think it was just him making a statement saying that he's sorry. I don't even remember any video. But we got to wait till June. We have to keep waiting until June. Like June. Right? And then we wait till June. June gets here. And then it's like, we don't see games. Some of the questions I would have asked him was, well, can we see games running on Series X? Those questions would never get asked. Can we see games at the showcase running on Series X? Let me guess. Not going to happen. We're going to keep seeing things running on PC. That's a problem. That's a freaking problem. That's a problem. Right? Why is that a problem? Because living testimony, Redfall was a game that so-called these big Xbox enthusiasts, right, played the game on PC, wherever they played it at, and was praising the game. And then when the game finally came out, they're tearing it apart. It's like, wait, what? Were you guys being paid or fake or what? I don't want to see nothing running on PC. PCs are by default. Like you build these games on PC and then have them on consoles, right? But we don't have PC. We do have PCs, but we're talking about the console space. Like, can we see games running on Series X? Ah, man, I don't know, man. It says 38 studios. Where are the games at? I don't know. They're coming. Thank you so much, Ant, for the $2. Message retracted again. I don't know, guys. If y'all don't know, I don't know. Because this stream is directed towards Xbox fans and gamers with both consoles, right? Like, I don't know. If you guys don't know, I don't know. Because this doesn't make any sense remotely any sense whatsoever. None. So if you guys don't know, I don't know. Man, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, it's just Microsoft and Phil Spencer has given us no reason to buy a Series X this entire year. No reason to buy a Series X. Absolutely no reason to buy a Series X. There's no reason to buy a Series X console. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me if you're enjoying the stream. Hit the share button, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys for watching. No reason. Let's see if we can crush the likes. No reason to buy a Series X console. No, there's no reason to buy one. Wait box. Wait, I might as well just write on there, wait box. We're right on the box. Wait box. There's not, wait for a sale. Wait for a sale. There's literally no reason to buy an Xbox console. There's no reason. After that interview, there's no reason to buy an Xbox. There's no reason. No reason. There's absolutely no. Building great games does not equate to increase in market share. And building great games won't turn things around for Xbox. Yeah, there's no point in buying an Xbox. I'm done, man. I'm done. Once again. Garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. Once again. Once a friggin' again. Right? There's no point. There's no point. There's no reason to buy an Xbox. There's no reason. And thank you for the $5. Says, I love my Xbox. Saves me money. Flintlock, Hollow Knight, Starfield this year. PS Spider-Man, Final Fantasy 16. Need it. Switch. Zelda. Need them. All positive vibes. I don't know. Yeah. 12 teraflops means nothing. You know what's funny? 12 teraflops, I guess, was a big thing almost 3 years ago. You don't see nobody talking about that no more. That narrative is dead. That narrative is over with now. All them Xbox fanboys, oh, yeah, RDNA 3 and 12 teraflops and this and Weak Station 5 and this. Where's that narrative? Where is that narrative now? Where is that narrative? Where is that talk now? Dead in the water. Nobody's talking about teraflops anymore. Nobody's talking about floating points right now. Nobody's talking. Mark Cerny said that don't even really matter in the grant. That's just part of the equation when it comes to how a game looks and plays and everything like that. All of a sudden, we acting like we engineers and this and that, right? 12 T-flops. This and that. But you see, hey, what's going on? Jay Shine, what's good? But you see how Xbox is suffering right now, right? Like, there's no games to fully utilize that 12 teraflop. There's no games to fully power your dreams. There is no games to power your dreams. What's up? What's up, Google Eyes? Thank you so much for the one gifted sub. Thank you so much. There is nothing that's powering your dreams. What is powering your dreams right now? Nothing. Nothing is powering your dreams. I don't know, guys. There's nothing powering your dreams. What is powering your dreams? Third-party games? Third-party games is powering your dreams? Answer me that question. Is third-party games powering your dreams? It seemed like it to me. It seemed like third-party games is definitely powering your dreams. Game Pass and third-party games is powering your dreams. Whatever. Freaking doorstep. Freaking doorstop to be exact. Yeah, just put it at your door. Put it at your door. Oh my God, have mercy. I can't. I'm done with you guys for today. This is a joke. I'm wasting my time. Oh my God, have mercy. It's like a waste of time. Waste of time. Waste of time. Waste of time. Powering your dreams, you say. Right? We're talking about Flintlock, and all this type of stuff, right? Flintlock is a third-party game. You can play that on PlayStation. Listen, I get the fact that you're going to be saving money. You're going to be saving money with Game Pass. But, hey, if that's all you want out of Xbox, then bravo. Congratulations. 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 If that's all you want from Xbox this entire generation is to save money and to play third-party games, and it proves my point. Go third-party. Go Sega. Get out the console space and go software only. You do a way better job at that with Game Pass. Just providing third-party a cheaper place where people can play games. Third party. Don't do first party because you suck at it. You suck at developing games. You suck at managing games. I mean, you don't want to build great games and build something fresh, exciting, immersion at its finest. Like you don't want to keep people at the center. You know what I mean? You don't care, right? So therefore, just be happy. A lot of you Xbox fans are happy, right? Just don't expect anything from Xbox. Don't expect to be blown away. Don't expect to be falling out of your chair. Just keep expecting disappointments. Keep expecting 60 on average review scores because it's going to happen, right? Don't expect any game of the year. Don't expect anything that's really going to be pushing the Series X forward. Just keep on. Keep on, right? Just keep on. It's okay. It's okay. Keep accepting the third-party deals in Game Pass. That's fine. The casuals. That's casuals. You are casual talking. You know what I mean? You are a casual gamer because you don't care. You don't care about first-party games. All you care about is just third-party games and, Fortnite and this and that and whatever else the heck you want to play. Call of Duty, whatever the heck you want to play, right? You don't care about first-party stuff. Well, keep on with that mentality. Nobody cares. Panther with the 5 says games coming to PS5: Spider-Man 2, Silent Hill 2, Stellar Blade, Final Fantasy 16, Ronin, Death Stranding 2, Quantum Error, incredible hints. So Xbox can't talk. Hey man, listen, bro. At this point, like I said, just don't buy no physical games because Xbox gamers don't buy physical games anyway. They got Game Pass, right? Game Pass is their Lord and Savior. So they got Game Pass. So just when Microsoft gives you games like Redfall, take it. Take it. I won't be taking it because I won't be subscribing to Game Pass whatsoever until Microsoft shows me something that looks next gen and is getting critically acclaimed and raising the bar. Fine. But until then, I'm sorry. If there's nothing that they have is really utilizing Series X, I'm not going to waste my money and time. I'm not doing it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not touching it and I'm not doing it. Good luck to you guys. Those of you who want to keep on supporting Microsoft with that type of mentality, I don't care what you do with your money. I don't care if you throw your Xbox through the window. I don't care what you do. That's on you. You see what I'm saying? I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to keep on demanding better for our community. I'm going to keep on calling Microsoft out. When they do the right thing, I will praise them and give them their flowers and say, hey, great job, Phil. Keep it up. I want to see more and more of this. But until then, I don't care. I don't care until they show me something. So y'all can sign up for Game Pass to play third-party games. That's fine. If that's the only value you can get out of Xbox, and y'all can keep taking those mediocre Redfall type of games, be my guest. I don't care. I won't be playing that garbage. I won't even be playing it on my channel. I'm not doing it. You see what I'm saying? So don't ask me to play Redfall. Do not ask me to play no trash on my channel, because I'm not doing it. I will not be doing it. What have I been playing the most? This entire generation is my PlayStation 5, and I will continue to play my PlayStation 5 more than I play my Xbox. I don't care. I don't care what anybody's going to say. I don't care what you do with your own systems. I don't care. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've been playing my PS5 this entire generation. It's going to continue to be that way until Microsoft fights, until they decide they're going to fight and stop with this loser mentality, because all they're doing is giving us a loser mentality. They want all of us gamers to have that same loser mentality. Like, no, don't strive for excellence. Don't strive to raise the bar and outdo the competition. No, just settle for mediocrity. Settle for the bottom of the bucket. Be my guest. Be my guest. I don't care. I don't care. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you do what you do, because here's the thing. Microsoft is making it very evident that they don't freaking care. They don't. They don't care about building great games. They don't care about the console gamer as much as you think. They don't, because they know they got you. Anywhere you run to, they got you. As long as you sign up for Game Pass, they got your money. Right? But don't sit there and complain about games like Redfall when you're part of the freaking problem. You know how many hypocrites I see on YouTube? Oh, yeah, dog. I won't be buying Redfall. I won't be supporting it. I won't be playing it. And guess what they do? They turn around and play Redfall. Bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of freaking hypocrites. They turn around and play Redfall. You're part of the freaking problem. You sit here making videos, calling Microsoft out, calling Phil out about Redfall, but you turn around and play the game anyway on your channel. Makes no sense. Bunch of hypocrites, fake frauds, right? But those are some of the channels you guys subscribe to. Where's the integrity? Like, I'm not understanding. If you say something, be about it and stand firm on your word. Be about it and say, hey, you know what? Okay, fine. What are you talking about? Wait, hold on. First and foremost, what are you talking about? Like, seriously, what are you talking about? Like, you're not making sense. What does Forspoken have to do with anything? Here we go. Yeah, brainwash. Yeah, brainwash. What does Forspoken have to do with anything? For as far as I'm concerned, Forspoken is better than Redfall. Quality-wise. It is. Redfall is garbage, trash, washed out. Like, it don't look good at all. Like, at least Forspoken looks a little bit better than Redfall. Did you see the DLC? The DLC for Forspoken? How the game looks? I'm done. I don't want to hear nothing else. Q&A time. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear anything else. Q&A time. Come in with your questions. Hit the subscribe button if you like what we do here. Turn on that post notification bell. Appreciate you guys. I'm done. Q&A time. I want to hear this. I really want to hear this, because it makes no sense. It's just a waste of time. Waste of time. Makes no sense. Yeah, that's all we can do is bring up Forspoken. Okay. It's okay. It's a waste of time. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Come in with your questions. Come in with your questions. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste it. Dark says, I'm not getting Xbox. I am standing firm on it. If I ever manage to save up $500, I'm getting a PS5. Got you. Yo, what's up? What's up, gaming? Aron Gaming, what's up? Says, can't believe Phil tapped out already. Hey. Redfall on Metacritic holds a 56 on PC. Forspoken is at a 64. I guess that don't matter to them. It is what it is. Yeah, I guess, Mr. BD, I guess. Phil Spencer got me big mad. I'm not mad. It is what it is. Like I said, whenever they drop something that I care about, then I'll sign up for Game Pass or then I'll go buy it. Until then, Xbox just keep remaining the same. That's all I got to say. Doesn't matter what you say because people are going to defend them. So it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Phil basically push Xbox console gamers to PS5 with that interview. What do they have to believe in other than cloud gaming strategy? Also call Jim Ryan about it. Hey, it is what it is. Almost everyone of us in here have some Microsoft product from where you were young. It says they ain't need your Series X money or your Game Pass money. They can give us crap and be happy. There you go. It says, Marlon, I'm done with talking to these Xbox fanboys. I'm not visiting. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, bro. It's all you wasting time. It says they're a joke, just like Xbox and Microsoft. I will stick to talking to people that are not brainwashed. Yeah, you're wasting your time. What you mean, do I use PlayStation Plus? Of course I use PlayStation Plus. I still have PlayStation Plus. It says, you're my inspiration to never buying an Xbox. Thank you. Okay. Appreciate that. Nobody is playing PlayStation games. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. 7 Dragons with the $5 says, just got back from GameStop, traded my Series X for the Switch OLED. Tears of the Kingdom. Welcome. 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 Congratulations on your Switch OLED. Congratulations on your Switch OLED, man. You're going to have a ball. Boy, you're going to have a ball on the red side. You're going to have lots of quality games to play. I know Nintendo have been doing the same thing for the longest time, but hey, happy for you, man. You traded in your Xbox for a Switch. Great. Welcome. Yeah. Says Starfield will launch like Fallout, Buggy. We will see. We're going to see what the narrative is then. We'll see. Anytime, 7 Dragons. Anytime, man. Welcome. As long as you're gaming, that's all that matters, right? So if you traded in your Xbox for a Switch, as long as you're gaming, that's all that matters. Congratulations, man. Getting rid of that Xbox. It says, look at that, trading in a next-gen console for a 2017 console. There you go. Man, it says, you ponies should be careful what you wish for. Y'all out here sounding like get rid of Xbox. I hope they die and go away. Will you know what happens when there's no well, they don't have any competition now. They don't have any competition now, buddy. So Microsoft might as well go away. You heard what Phil said, right? We're not in the business to out-console Nintendo and out-console Sony, right? So who cares? What you're saying is null and void. Like, who cares? They don't have any competition now. That's the thing. Microsoft is okay with making 60 FPS. I mean, Metacritic games that are going to be scoring at 60 and 80. They don't freaking care. They don't really care. They don't have no competition now. They have none. Natty Dread, what's up? Thank you for the $10. Said, did you see the Chrono Odyssey? Yes. We watched it not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. PlayStation stream, yes. Looks incredible. Unreal Engine 4 looks incredible. Talking about the MMO RPG, yes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, they have no competition now. If you look at Xbox and you think that they don't need new leadership, like they don't need new management, like Xbox need to be like completely washed, completely clean house, gutted out completely, like everything needs to go and start all over again from a console perspective. Right? Because the cloud is going to be the cloud. Mobile is going to be mobile. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the console space. Because right now, Sony has no competition. Nintendo has no competition. Like, it's just kind of like they might as well just go third party and nobody will miss Xbox. Nobody, I wouldn't miss them. Go third party, because how you treating this console race right now is that, you know what? We don't even care about selling consoles. You know what I mean? We don't care about the console gamer as much. You're not making us feel like a first-class citizen like he mentioned, right? So therefore, get out the console space and just make third-party games. I mean, just be a third-party publisher. I mean, heck, isn't that what Game Pass is? Game Pass is you have more third-party games than you do first-party games, and then you got a bunch of old freaking games on there. So, I mean, just do us all a favor. You got more third-party games than you got first-party this entire generation. So make Game Pass a third-party outlet where people can go and subscribe and save $70. Because that's all I see people talking about. Oh, I can play this game and that game, and I can save $70. Okay, well, happy for you. I wouldn't care. Because they're not fighting. They're not being aggressive. That is a problem. We're a little under a month away from that showcase, and there's literally no hype. There's no freaking hype. There is no hype. I'm not even freaking hype. I am not hype. That's not hype. There's no freaking hype. So get out the console space. Do us all a favor and go buy. Buy. We won't be missing you. Because you lost the Xbox One generation and you want us to feel sorry for you about that one. And then you're dropping the ball already in this generation, launching with 0 games, right? The Xbox One generation was better when it comes to launch games. You launch with 0. Can you imagine if Microsoft would have launched with Rise Son of Rome 2? Man, y'all, some of y'all Xbox. I don't want to hear nothing. Bro. I don't want to hear anything. I'm just completely turned off from Xbox fans now. Because none of y'all saying makes sense. Instead of y'all holding Microsoft accountable, y'all still, like, I don't know. Y'all dare in the headlight. Dare in the freaking headlight. Huh? You know how amazing that would have been? If Microsoft, I'm done talking. You know how amazing Rise Son of Rome 2 would have been on Series X as a launch title? They launched with 0 games. Launch with 0. The only decent year they had was 2021. They had Halo. They had, Forza Horizon 5. They had Psychonauts 2. Like, okay, right? But Halo wasn't even as good as it was supposed to be, right? Like, in 2022, 0. Zero, again, zero from your first party. And then this year you come and you drop Redfall, garbage, trash, toilet flush. You see what I'm saying? Nothing promising. So therefore, get out of the console space. Microsoft, it will be fine. That's what y'all don't understand. You're freaking brainwashed. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all sit there and defend Microsoft to the freaking very end. If Microsoft jump in the fire, well, guess what? Xbox fanboys don't freaking care, right? They don't care about it being burned because they don't freaking care. That's the problem. Y'all so freaking hard-headed. Like, open up your eyes and see what Microsoft is doing. What have they done this entire generation that screams like they really want to win? They really want to fight. They don't want to fight. They're not going to be aggressive. They're just going to launch whatever they're going to launch. You have so many studios and you can't even manage them right. And then you're buying even more studios. How that make sense? It's a train wreck situation happening. And y'all are so okay with this. Microsoft will be just fine. They got the cloud. I told y'all. If Microsoft make an announcement saying they're quitting the console space, what's going to happen next generation? Y'all think at the rate that Microsoft is going that they're going to go into the console space again, PS6 generation, and keep losing every generation and not... Oh my God. Y'all are crazy. I can't with Xbox fans. I cannot. I never seen a group of community that is just so lackluster and don't want to demand better. Don't want to freaking demand better. Don't want to hold this man accountable. Call this man out. Demand better. What the heck y'all have Xboxes for? To put it at your door? To stop your door from closing when the wind is blowing? I mean, what? To put your foot on? Maybe this is the only good thing that it's good for. Maybe this is the only good thing that it's good for. Right here. This is the only good thing. Is this, I mean, at the rate that Microsoft is going, like, I'm going to power my foot on top of this box. I'm going to just power my foot on top of this box. Like, at the rate that Microsoft is going, because the mug is just sitting here gathering dust. So, hey, I'm cool with this. I'm cool with just putting my foot up like this. I'm cool with just doing this. You see what I'm saying? Well, I mean, what other purpose? What other purpose does that crap serve? There's no other purpose. Just put your foot up there. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Gathering freaking dust. A lot of y'all gathering freaking dust. Put your foot on top of it. Use it to stop your door from closing. Simple as that. Some of y'all just, I don't get it. I just don't I never seen a community that just loves mediocrity, just loves like the bottom of the bucket. Like, I just don't understand. No, don't strive for quality. Don't strive for excellence. Don't push these companies to do more. No, we got Game Pass. Everything is Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. But if Game Pass did not exist, it would have been over for Microsoft. And we both know that. We both know that. Right? Because that's all it's good for. Just to put your foot up on. That's all it's good for. Just to sit there and gather dust. It's a dust collector. That's all our Xboxes have always been for years. Collecting freaking dust. And it's going to continue to collect dust. The only time Microsoft was aggressive and really pound for pound fighting Sony was the 360 generation. That's the generation I need back from Microsoft. That's the generation I need from Microsoft. I need them to go back to the 360. That's what I need. Need them to fight. If Sony is fighting to win our pockets and to win our $70, Microsoft needs to do the same thing. They need to do the same thing. Why are they not being held accountable? But as soon as Sony does something wrong, we're flying down Sony. Oh, for smoking. Last of Us PC. But how many times has Microsoft dropped the freaking ball? They have dropped the ball miserably during the Xbox One generation. We don't see DRM and TV box and Connect and all this type of stuff to talk about, right? But all we doing is Sony this, Sony that, Sony this. At least Sony doing something. At least Sony's selling more consoles. At least Sony is dropping good games for the most part from their first party studios. What is Microsoft doing? What is Microsoft doing for the console gamer? Not a darn thing. Nothing. What are they doing that's so great? When was the last time they fully utilized the box? They ain't doing nothing. So I don't want to hear nothing. Nothing. You're going to get ignored. You're going to get ignored. I don't have time for the damage control. I really don't. If you don't have anything constructive to say, please do not waste my time because you're going to get ignored. I'm just being honest. I don't have time for fanboys. What is Microsoft doing that's so freaking great? What is they doing that's so great for console gamers? Nothing. Absolutely. And don't tell me Game Pass because Game Pass is right here. This is why it doesn't matter. This is why we're so freaking brainwashed. This is why right here. This is why. This is why. This is why. All right, that's connected. Hit OK. All right. This is why. This is why right here. This is why. Where is it? Where is it at? Xbox. Right here. This is why. This is why. Right here. This is why. What are they doing for console gamers? Nothing. Look at this. There's no Xbox connected. There's literally no Xbox connected. This is why. This is why. They don't care. They don't care. Open up your eyes. I can fire up the whole Xbox ecosystem on my TV. Nothing is connected. Nothing. Look, see? Nothing is connected. Look. Nothing. See that? Look. Nothing is connected. The box is sealed. Some of y'all are going to be slick. The box is sealed. The Series X box is sealed. This is disconnected. There it is. Right there. Right there. I'm showing you guys. Right there. You don't need a console. So if Microsoft goes, what does it say right there? Play Xbox games, no console required. Microsoft is not doing nothing for the console gamer. They don't care. Because if they go out of business when it comes to the console market, they're going to be fine. Because of that. Play anywhere, anytime on any device. That's what. Stop being ridiculous. Y'all are insane. Microsoft does not care. They don't care. When are we going to wake up? Stop being brainwashed. Jesus Christ, bro. Y'all piss me off. Piss me off, bro. Some of y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't freaking get it. Y'all don't freaking get it. Y'all don't get it. They don't care. They don't. You can get rid of those. I can go trade in both of those at GameStop. And Microsoft ain't losing. Basically the same thing. I just took myself out of the console market by getting rid of those consoles. Getting rid of them, right? And what am I doing? Signing up for Game Pass. Right? Signing up for freaking Game Pass. And playing. All I need is a controller. That's all I need. All I need is this. That's it. Where's my controller at? I don't even know where my controller at. All I need is a controller. And here is the experience. Watch this. See the game. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That's it. That's all you got to do. Look at this. Right here. Play Redfall. Look at this. Look at this. You don't need a console. You don't. I'm using my TV. My TV remote. You don't need a console. You do not. That's why Microsoft is behaving the way they're behaving. They don't care. They don't freaking care. I'm literally using my TV remote right now. They don't freaking care. Look at this. Redfall. Look at this. All of this. Benedict Fox. Look at this. They don't freaking care. Look at this. Their whole catalog, the whole ecosystem right here with my remote. They don't care. So Microsoft can just get out the console space. When you sell your Xbox and stuff like that, you're pulling yourself out of the console space. But at the same time, you're still supporting if you sign up for Game Pass right now, you're still supporting that mentality. Right? You're still in their ecosystem. So, and they're not giving Sony no competition. They're not giving Sony no competition. They're not. You're right. You're not in the business to outsell Nintendo or outsell Sony. You can't do that because you don't know what it's like to build great games in order to get people to buy the console. So buying a Series X and an S is a waste of time, right? Because you can play anywhere, anytime. So boot up your Samsung TV, boot up whatever TV, whatever device. Look at this. Look at the whole entire Game Pass catalog. Look at this. Look at this. See all the game. Look at this. Right here on my TV. Right. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Why do I need an Xbox? Why do you need an Xbox? Well, you can play it right here on your TV. Why? Why do you need an Xbox? Man, come on, guys. y'all, man, I'm done. What a joke. What a freaking joke. What a freaking joke. What a freaking joke. Waste of time. Y'all ain't ready for me. Y'all ain't ready for me, bruh. Y'all not ready for me. Y'all not ready for me. Y'all ain't ready for somebody like me. Y'all not. Some of y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all ain't ready for me, bro. Y'all want somebody to keep lying to y'all. Y'all want somebody to keep lying to y'all. Y'all ain't ready for me, bro. No, sir. Waste of time. Waste of time. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all not ready. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, did you just say you need an Xbox for a competition? No, you don't. You're a fan of digital console games. You don't need an Xbox to be able to play digital games. You don't. I just showed you that. You don't need an Xbox. You don't need an Xbox. What are you talking about? You don't need an Xbox to play digital games. You could trade in your Xbox right now and play it on you could play on PC, you could play on your phone, you could play on your TV. You don't need a console for competition. They're not even giving Sony direct competition. Man, thank you so much for the gifted subs, Nighthawk. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. It said, Marlon, I'm getting a free Xbox S from Verizon for signing up. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Y'all don't want to hear it, man. He says, I don't care about Redfall. I knew it would suck. Well, there you go. I'm just saying. There you go. Since you knew it was gonna suck. What? If you traded in your Xbox, you wouldn't have access to a bunch of games? What did I just say? You don't need that. You don't need an Xbox, right? Because Microsoft say you can play their games anywhere, anytime, as long as you have Game Pass on that device. Right? I just showed it to you on the TV. There's not an Xbox connected to this TV. There's not an Xbox that's connected to this TV. And you see all the games that you would normally play on your Xbox is on the TV. I mean, do I have to show you again? You don't need an Xbox. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this. You don't need an Xbox. You don't. Look at this. Atomic Heart. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Atomic Heart. You don't need an Xbox. You don't. Right? I showed you they had Redfall on there. Right? See? You don't need an Xbox. Right? Look at this. Redfall right there. You don't need an Xbox. You don't need an Xbox. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look at this. Look at that. You don't need an Xbox. I'm controlling it with this. All you need is your controller. That's it. That's all you need is a controller. You do not need an Xbox. You don't. Look at this. I'm using this. Look. See both my hands, because I know some of y'all gonna damage control. Look at this. See? You don't need an Xbox. You don't. That's what's there. Okay, let me show y'all. Hold on. Y'all are crazy, bro. Some of y'all are crazy. Watch this. Okay, watch this. Okay, bro, it's right here. Microsoft does not care. All right, hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. What is this? Look at this. Hold on, let me show you. Hold on. Look at this. Xbox Play Anywhere. Hold on, pause the music. Xbox Play Anywhere. Now when you own an Xbox Play Anywhere digital title, it's yours, right? To play both on Xbox and Windows 10. You don't need an Xbox. You don't need an Xbox to play your digital library of games. You don't. Right? You freaking don't. Buy once, play anywhere. Buy once, play anywhere. You don't need an Xbox. You don't. Man, y'all are crazy. Y'all are freaking. Look at this. Ghostwire Tokyo. Look at this. Everything is here. You don't need High on Life. Look at this. Look at it. Look, this is it. You know what I'm saying? This is the games. Game Pass. Look at Game Pass. Browse the games. Like, I mean, it's all here, bro. Look at this. Console games. Look at this. This is the console games, right? You got your PC games, Redfall. Look at this. You don't need an Xbox. See? You got PC games, you got console games, right? PC games, console games. You don't need an Xbox, bro. You don't. Man, yo, we gotta come on, guys. Come on, for real. You got so many options. So many freaking options. You know what I mean? Like, as an Xbox fan or anybody who supports Microsoft and they're into their ecosystem knows that you don't need an Xbox. Like, you can get rid of your Xbox and still enjoy your games, right? That's why Microsoft is basically letting you know, like, listen, like, hey, we're going to do what we're going to do for the Xbox fans, but it's not front and center. The cloud is very, very more important to them than anything else. Game Pass is more important to them. Mobile is more important to them than freaking Xbox, than the Xbox console itself. They don't that's not their main focus. Phil basically said it, and we still not realizing that. I mean, this man basically spelled it out for you. Like, yeah, we're going to do what we're going to do for consoles, but we're not going to outsell Sony or out-console Sony and out-console, Nintendo. We're not going to do that. What does that tell you? Right? And building great games does not equate to turning around things for Xbox. What does that tell you? They don't freaking care. I don't know why that's so hard for us to understand that. Microsoft has options, unlimited options. They don't care. They don't. You gotta say exactly. Go straight to Sega. Go straight to Sega. They don't freaking care. They don't care. They don't. Ever since the cloud got into play, like, don't care. Don't care. You know what I'm saying? And it shows in their actions. What do you mean, does Sony have options? I just told you the options that Sony is trying to build out. Sony has always been tried and true when it comes to consoles. That's always been their bread and butter. Sell great software to sell hardware. Sony just now getting off into having more options, right? They're getting into PC gaming. They're releasing their first party games into PC. As a matter of fact, Sony, their CFO just talked about more PlayStation games coming to PC. So there's your option, right? You can wait 2 years, 3 years, 4 years if you want to. What are you talking about? That's what I don't understand about some of you guys. You're always trying to point fingers at Sony and this and that. Okay, look at the Sony side. You have options too. You don't have to buy a PS5 if you don't want to, right? You can wait. The difference is with Sony, you get day and date. You get day and date. That's a big difference. You get day and date, high quality first party games, right? From their first party studios for $70 day one. Or you can wait 2 to 3 years to get it on PC. They got remote play. That's another option, right? They have remote play. Mark Cerny said that they're working on ways for them to stream PS5 games with no lags and things of that nature, right? So I'm just saying, what are you talking about? Same thing. Remote play. Is xCloud that good? Because last time I recall, xCloud has a bunch of lag, right? A lot of input lag, right? It's so funny. So yeah, remote play. Yeah, laughing at remote play, but look at xCloud. Is xCloud great? Is xCloud where it wants to be? Is xCloud even good as Stadia? In terms of input lag, the last time I recall, Stadia has a better service when it comes to how the games run and play, right? Everybody's been saying that. They have a better API. They have a better technology when it comes to the cloud versus Xbox them own selves. Like xCloud ain't where it's supposed to be. There's a bunch of freaking lag. It's not perfect, just like remote play. So, Jesus, man. I don't have time for this bull crap, this console war bull crap. I don't have time for this. This is a waste of my time. Waste of time. Waste of time. Waste of time. Like, it's so funny. It is so fun. This console war bull crap, it's so funny to me. Because it's like you going pound for pound. Oh, remote play this, remote play that. Okay, xCloud ain't perfect. They're still working on xCloud. They're still trying to perfect xCloud. A bunch of people that plays on xCloud knows that, right? But the point of the matter is you don't necessarily need an Xbox. If you cannot afford an Xbox, you're going to be all right. Because chances are everybody got some type of PC. Everybody got a TV that might be able to do Game Pass. Okay, whatever. It says, and you love it. What? And you love it brings in views. What's bringing in views? What are you talking about? What's bringing in views? How did we get into this conversation about views? What does views have to do with anything? Because if people are interested, people are going to click on said video. You don't have to click on the video if you don't want to. You don't have to click on the stream if you don't want to. So what are you talking about views? What does views have to do with anything? What does views have to do with anything? How did views get into this conversation? Can anybody tell me Why is he talking about views? I have no idea why views got into what does YouTube views have to do with anything? The truth is the truth. You don't like the truth, Max, you don't have to be here, sir. I keep telling you, you don't have to be here. Go to Dealer's channel. Go to Randall Thor's channel. Go to Colt Eastwood channel. Go subscribe to those channels. You don't have to be here. Why are you here? Those guys, they get the views too. So why are you here? I mean, why are you here? Do us a favor and exit the premises. Why are you here? I keep telling you, you don't have to be here, bro. So don't waste my time talking about views. Don't waste my time. Okay? And just in case, if you do know, views don't last forever. This minute your channel's popping and the next minute your channel ain't popping. So not because Microsoft has been in the news more than Sony as of late and they're doing what they're doing don't mean nothing. If people want to watch what they want to watch, that's like me saying, man, Netflix has more subscribers than Disney Plus. Well, why is that? That's because, well, whatever Netflix is doing to entice somebody to sign up more on Netflix, that's just than Disney Plus. That's just the way it is. It's the content, right? Obviously, it's the content, right? But you don't have to click on the content. You don't have to subscribe to the content. You have options, right? Just like Microsoft, you got options. You got the cloud, you got mobile, right? You got console, you got PC, you got tons more options with Xbox than you do Sony. You got tons more Xbox shield channels that you can go to. That's going to lie to you and do all type of fabrication. There's the door. Why are you here? Don't waste my time and don't waste anybody else's time. You see what I'm saying? Don't waste my time. Don't worry about my channel, bro. Don't worry about my channel. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about my channel. Don't worry about views. Don't worry about it. Listen, don't let me cuss, bro. Don't worry about my channel, dog. Don't worry about my channel. Don't worry about what I'm doing. If you don't like what I'm doing here, there's the door. I tell you, I keep telling you guys that. You got plenty of other channels that's going to be shilling for Xbox and saying all the right things in the world and make everything all unicorns and rainbow. So there's the door. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time talking about views. Don't waste my time with that silly nonsense about views, because clearly you're here for a reason. Is either you're here because you're a big troll or you don't have anything else better to do with your time. Well, you don't have to be here, sir. You don't have to be here. I keep telling you, you don't have to be here. Oh, okay. Right, Maya, right. 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 I'm done wasting my time with Maya. I'm done. All right. So keep commenting, keep saying what you're saying. I'm not gonna waste my time. So yeah, from now on, you say what you say, and everybody else will respond. I have nothing else to say to you. You clearly deep into the Xbox and ecosystem to the point where you can't see nothing else. So do what you do. I don't care. I really don't. I don't have time for fanboys. I really don't. I don't. If you're not gonna come with a logical conversation, and if you cannot accept constructive criticism for your favorite piece of plastic, I don't care. This ain't the channel for you. I don't care. You're in the wrong space, because I'm not gonna sit here and fluff. Okay? I'm not gonna sit here and fluff you up. I'm not. If you love Redfall, if you love everything that Phil Spencer said, hey, I'm happy for you. No need to say anything else to me. There's no need to say anything else to me. Nothing else. And there's nothing that I have to say. There's nothing else that I have to say that's going to make everything right. Don't care. I don't. Some of you guys are crazy. Some of y'all are crazy, and that's okay. That's just the way it is. If y'all want to go to those bigger channels, that's fine with me. I don't care. I don't. It's all good. I don't care, man. You don't want to hear constructive criticism. You don't want to hear somebody calling out Microsoft and trying to demand better for all of us. You know what I mean? Then that's fine. You don't have to be here. Simple as that. Why you keep coming back for more? Why you keep coming and consuming my content if you don't like me or don't like what I have to say about Xbox? Then I keep telling you guys, it's simple. Don't have to be here. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't have time for fanboy stuff. If Sony is exciting me and doing things and doing the right things, fine. I'll get excited for Sony stuff. If Nintendo is doing the right thing, I'll get excited. If they're both of them not doing the right thing, I'm going to call them out just the same way. Just the same way. I'll have things to say about Sony just the same way, like I've always been doing. Calling them out. Demanding better. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. And that's all right. I don't care, because people will sit there and come after you because, well, yeah, we're so freaking happy. We don't want to see the reality. You know what I mean? We just want to look. We have this tunnel vision. Xbox fans just have this tunnel vision. Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. We're not looking at anything else beyond Game Pass. Right? We're not looking at anything else. We don't want to demand anything else from Phil Spencer. Only thing that we want is Game Pass. As long as we keep paying for Game Pass, we'll take any bull crap that Phil Spencer and Matt Booty gives us. Right? We'll take anything because it's Game Pass. We're saving tons of money. We don't give a doggone. We don't care. We don't freaking care because it's in Game Pass. So we don't care. Well, that type of mentality is not gonna propel the Xbox brand forward. That type of mentality is gonna leave the Xbox brand at dead last, third place, because Microsoft is very complacent at dead last and third place. They don't want to push forward, right? So keep on with that same type of mentality. Yeah, keep on at the bottom of the food chain, right? Keep on being at the bottom, because we don't want to strive for excellence. How can you support a company like that? That's sitting here L after L after L. I had to jump off of Game Pass late last year. When I realized that my Series X was just sitting there gathering dust, I ended up getting rid of my Series X. How did I end up getting this? Was a fan send this to me. He sent it to me, right? And I said, you know what? I'm going to keep that thing in the box until Microsoft give me a reason to open this thing. If they give me a reason to open this thing up and power it up and play a game that's taking advantage of the Series X, then fine. If there's nothing, I have a Series S. If anything, I'll play my Series S before I play my Series X. Simple as that. Simple as that. Period. End of story. Right? But if that fan did not send me a Series X, okay, fine. It is what it is. It is what it is, but I'm not fixing to sit here and lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If that's what y'all want, I'm not going to lie to y'all. It says, did you call Sony about selling the covers and DualSense Final Fantasy 16 team in Japan? It says, but not USA. I don't know what's going on with that. I know a lot of people are upset about that. They don't want to demand more. Top Gee. They don't want to demand more, and that's fine. It says not worth using the electricity to power it up. It's not. So people can say whatever they want to say. Like I said, I don't care. Maya can say whatever she want to say. Whoever else can say whatever they want to say. I don't care. I don't. I really don't. It is what it is. Nintendo Tuber, what's up? It said, Marlon, you're hilarious if that's what you took out of the interview. I love how some of you guys spin this. Is absolutely pathetic. What are we talking about? How did we get in an interview? What are you talking about? Like, wait, what? How does... Oh my God. I can't. Whatever. I can't. I don't have strength for this crap. I really don't. I don't know what the interview has to do with Maya and Max 360 saying what they're saying. I don't know. I really don't. I have no time for this crap. I really don't. Jesus Christ. I have no time for this. I really don't. I really don't have time for this. I don't. I really don't have time for this, bro. I don't. You know what, man? I don't care. I don't freaking care what everything that Phil Spencer said. Hey, if it's great, if it's gospel to you, fine. I don't care, bro. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. It says you was hyping up Game Pass saying Sony need a subscription. You was hyping up Game Pass saying Sony need a subscription. Now this Sony been had a subscription. What are you talking about? First and foremost, what I was saying with Game Pass was, yes, it does save the gamer money, right? Because around that time with the $70 games, y'all were complaining about Returnal and complaining about this game and complaining about that game. And I said, well, if we're going to complain about Sony $70 games, sign up for Game Pass. Get Game Pass. I said Game Pass is a good thing if you want to save money. Yes, it is. But don't sit there and make it like it's the end all be all thing for Microsoft. Like Microsoft does not have to produce great games and build great games and high quality games, right? And try to match Sony and Nintendo, right? Nobody is saying that. Like they just get away with it because, oh, they got Game Pass. Come on, man. Y'all are crazy. I don't care. You're happy with third place? Okay, well, that's fine. I'm taking it out of context. I don't give a damn. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I really don't. If you think being third place is being taken out of context, I don't care. I don't. Third place is third place. I don't give a damn if it's it's taken out of how is that taken out of context? If you want to be at the bottom, be at the bottom. I don't care. I don't freaking care. All I'm saying is demand better. Like you should want to be number one. You should want to compete in the console space, right? Why are you in the console space if you want to be at number 3? Why are you in the console space if you don't want to build great games to shift the market share for Xbox, to entice more people to buy Xboxes? Make that make sense. Why are we sitting here defending every single thing that Phil Spencer said is correct? You make it seem like that interview was so perfect, like it's giving you closure as an Xbox fan. What? I don't have time. I really don't have time. I really don't have time. Really don't have time. I don't. Well, I'm going to just tell my mods this. Hey, if anybody wants to say anything, guys, all my mods, I'm speaking directly to you guys. Do not time anybody out for saying what they want to say about Sony or say anything they want to say about Xbox. If you are sitting there spamming or you're just cussing and going crazy, then fine. But just let them say whatever they want to say. I don't care. I don't. Well, that's good. That's good, I am. That's good. That's good. That's good for you. I don't care. That's good. You do what you do. Says Phil just basically said they don't want to compete in the console market and Xbox are wondering why. Hey, I guess they don't care. They don't freaking care. If everything that Phil Spencer said is the best thing since sliced bread, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't care. I really don't. Damage control, whatever you want to damage control. It don't matter to me. You're going to keep getting games like Redfall. You're going to keep getting games like Redfall. It don't matter to me. Do what you do. It don't matter. Keep accepting games like Redfall from Microsoft. Okay? Keep expecting that because that's all y'all want. That's all right, man. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. It says you guys are lying nonstop. He never said that he just said they can't beat them. They don't even have Japan backing them. Well, that's their problem. That's their problem. If they can make games that really appeal to them, that's their problem. They're not interested. They're not interested with competing with Sony anymore. That's very evident. That's very evident. Clearly it seemed like that's what Xbox owners want. Xbox owners want more Redfall, right? They want more Redfall. That's exactly what they want. You see what the title says, right? Phil Spencer says that what? Building great games will not turn around things for Xbox. It's just not going to happen, right? Building great games does not equate to turn around things for Xbox for Phil Spencer. That's basically what he said. It's not going to so-called increase market share for Xbox, right? That's what he said. You can't make this up. So what does that tell you? Does he really care about Xbox fans? Does he really do? Or is he caring about this ABK deal? Or is he caring about the cloud and mobile and play anywhere on any device more than he does on Xbox? Come on, man. Come on. We got to wake up. We got to start waking up and stop damage controlling for these corporations. I had to learn. Y'all can learn too. It doesn't do anything to damage control for them. Stop defending them. When they need to be defended, then you can defend them. But clearly this man, what kind of closure? That whole entire interview, besides hearing the same thing over and over again. Oh yeah, the games are coming, this and that. Man, we've been waiting, dog. We haven't seen nothing groundbreaking for Series console this entire generation. We tired of freaking waiting. Last year, you came up with some type of excuse, right? No, 0 games from your first party. And then now this year, you dropped the ball again. Are y'all serious? Come on, man. Y'all are crazy. Whatever. That's why I say I don't care. No. Because they're in the console space. They're in the console space. They are in the console space, right? They're completely in the console space. And they're telling you that we're not in the business to out-console Nintendo. We're not in the business to out-console Sony. We're not into that position. We're not in that position. Then why are you in the console space? If you're not trying to outdo the boys in blue. You said, we're not the green guys going blue. That's what he said. We're not going to do what the blue guys does, which is fine. Do your own thing. He said, there's no perfect world. There's no perfect world where Starfield is a 11 out of 10, right? And it's going to make people sell their PS5s. He's correct. But at the same time, don't come out and really say that like that. Don't say that, right? Because the truth is, you should want to entice somebody with a PS5 to buy an Xbox for Starfield. Simple as that, right? That's the truth. That's the truth. Nobody is going to sell their PS5s for Starfield. Ain't nobody about to do that, right? If anything, people are going to say that are PlayStation gamers, if Starfield ends up being immaculate and be great, then they're going to say, "Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to buy a Series X just for Starfield. This looks really good. I'm not going to give up my PS5, but I will buy an Xbox." So he's correct that there's no perfect world where somebody's going to sell their freaking PS5 for Starfield because it's an 11 out of 10 game. He's correct on that. But at the same time, you want somebody with a PlayStation console to say, "I'm buying an Xbox." That's why I said there's no direction. There's no pull or push in any direction for Microsoft with the console. There's no push or pull. It's just, we're just going to keep buying studios and keep spending money, right? We're going to keep cranking out money and stuff like that to fix all of our issues. Because pouring more money equals better games, right? It's just going to fix everything. No, start managing your studios. Manage them. You know what I'm saying? Start paying attention to all the games that you have. If they don't look good, do not release them. Do not give us no release date. Don't give us no broken promise. Simple as that. It's not hard. It's not hard. Yeah, it's not hard. It's common sense. It's not hard. You don't need Einstein to tell you that. You know what I mean? McShawn, thank you for the 5. Says, hey, they ain't hearing you, and clearly they wasn't listening. Ain't no point in explaining when the proof is already in the pudding. Facts, all facts. Then he says, yes, you're right, but that's not going to change them catching Sony or Nintendo. Those are facts. But hear me out. Hear me out. That could change. If Microsoft goes back to the drawing board, anything is possible. Anything is possible. We're living in a world where anything is possible. It's not impossible for them to catch up to Sony and Nintendo. They just have to do what? Build great games. Go back to the 360 mindset. Whatever the management were, hire those people again. Or whatever the plan was back then that was working, get that same game plan and make it even better. It is possible for them to give Sony some competition. We've seen it before, right in front of our eyes. The Xbox 360 era was the best. In that generation, it was the best, hands down. The only thing that Sony did, they started to catch up towards the end with the games and outselling them. That was it. But pound for pound, the 360 was the best. You guys know this. A lot of people will say the same thing. The 360 was the best. Yes, it was a faulty piece of garbage when it comes to the actual console being reliable. But when you actually got an Xbox that actually worked, it was good. It was really good. The hardware was trash in terms of reliability, but the games were great. And you guys know this. The 360 hands down was the best. Can we get back to that? It is possible. Don't say that it's impossible. Don't say that it's not practical. It is. What are we talking about? It is. If they could go back to the drawing board, and get to work. Nothing is easy in life. You see, I'm right here. I'm sweating. You know what I mean? I'm grinding. I'm working. I'm working right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm working right now. I'm talking to you guys. I'm doing my job. I'm working. I'm doing my thing. You see what I'm saying? Nothing is easy, dog. Nothing is easy. You got to grind. You have to grind. And the mentality that the mentality that Microsoft have right now, it's just kind of like, we don't care. We don't care. You know what I mean? We gonna keep doing our thing. We don't care. So y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get. Y'all gonna get more Redfalls. You think this is just the beginning. Y'all gonna keep getting buggy, glitchy games. Buggy, glitchy games like Redfall. Unplayable games like Redfall. And that's okay, right? Because y'all don't care because it's in Game Pass. And that's fine. That's fine. Don't push Microsoft to go back to the 360 era. Don't push them to do that. Don't try to get them to be hungry again. You got to be hungry, man. That's a fact of life. You have to be hungry. If you're not hungry, then you're going to starve. You really going to starve. You know what I mean? You bro, you got to want it. 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 Man. I know no game is 11 out of 10, but at the same time, he's just trying to prove a point. Like, doesn't matter if the game is perfect or not. Like, people are not going to just jump and sell their PS5s. And he's right. But what you need to focus on is making those 10 out of 10 games. Moving forward. What have you learned, Phil? What have you learned? Moving forward, right? From Redfall, yes, we know we need to manage the studios and we let Arcane, have their free will. But what we're going to do moving forward is we are going to make sure that we manage every studio moving forward, and we're going to try to build the best 10 out of 10 experiences as much as possible. Now, that right there, if that was being said out of his mouth, I would have been like, perfect. This gives me hope. This gives me hope. But that was not said. So it's like, okay, You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know, bro. It says Xbox should worry less about beating Nintendo and Sony and focus on not beating themselves. It is sad, man. It is so sad, bro. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. You know, it's very sad. And it says, how come on it was proven that the media is biased? Look at Jedi. Not one reviewer brought up the problems with the game, yet Redfall comes out. That's all. Listen, here's the thing though. Redfall, listen, it's a big difference. Because even in my review, as far as the gameplay, as far as the changes for Jedi Survivor, I gave it a 9 out of 10, right? 9.5 out of 10 because of the changes that was done from Fallen Order to Jedi Survivor. Like gameplay wise, it's a way better game. And I was reviewing the gameplay. Now, as far as an overall package with the bugs and the glitches that it was launched in and the state that it launched in, no, it's not a perfect 10 out of 10. I've said that it's not a perfect 10 out of 10. I pointed out in my live review the bugs and the glitches and all that type of stuff. And I said it's not a perfect game. But the difference with Jedi Survivor and Redfall is it's a night and day difference. Yeah, Jedi Survivor had screen tearings and frame drops and this and that. But which one of them looked more next generation? Like which one of them at least look better and play better? Jedi Survivor. So that's why the media ripped apart Redfall. Redfall looked like a game from 2010, 2009, 2008. Unpolished. The world is dead, deserted. The brain dead AI. Animations is trash. Like the game don't even look like something that's remotely belong on any console. That game should have never seen the light of day. And let alone it's supposed to be next gen. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. We got to do better than this, bro. We got to do better than this. We have to do better than this. We really have to do better than this. Seriously. We have to do better than this. Like, Redfall should have never been released. Yes, granted, they could have delayed Jedi Survivor and, fix all the bugs and glitches, but it's almost, well, unless you're going to do the Dead Island, it is possible for you to, because everybody who played Dead Island, I heard they said that game wasn't even buggy and glitchy and everything like that, right? But then again, too, we're talking about a third-party game. We're talking about a third-party game. We ain't talking about first-party. We're talking about third-party, right? So it's like, okay, you're talking about a third-party game being buggy and glitchy, okay, but I get it because it's $70, right? But people still bought Jedi Survivor, right? Because it was somewhat playable, right? Now on PC, that was a whole different conversation, but people were playing it on consoles. But it looked better than Redfall. You see what I'm saying? Like Redfall is just, I don't know. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know. He said, of course they're buying it because they can play it on Game Pass. There you go. There you go. There you go. It is sad, man. It is very sad and pathetic, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It says none gaming related, but Marlon, I just got a job offer the other day from a local grocery store. It says I talk it over with 2 family friends and my mom, and I decided to take the offer. Facts. I'm so happy for you, man. Keep your head up, bro. Keep grinding and all that, okay? Love you, bro. Happy to hear that. So, yeah, like I said, man, I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for the tremendous support today. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let's see if we can get over 400 likes on the show today. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much for making this the premier place where you get your Xbox and your PlayStation news. Enjoy your weekend. Love you guys. Hopefully next week will be a great week for us. Hopefully we can see some stuff from Microsoft. We could see some stuff from Microsoft. We can see some stuff from Sony. You know what I mean? Some other related news. And in the end, like I said, I just want Microsoft to do better. That's all I want. I just want them to do better. That's it. And that's why I have been so hard on Microsoft. I just want them to do better. So let's just get back to what we do. Keep it gaming. Love you guys. Be blessed. Be easy. And like the great Etika would say, and as usual, please have yourself a great one. I love you guys. Keep it gaming. Stay blessed. Tell a friend about the channel. Subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. And hit the post notification bell. I love y'all. See if we get 400 likes. Peace.